you are not quite the same. You have been transformed by your journey into the depths of your being. And you have brought back with you an entirely new you that takes its cue from the change you made in the core belief with your heart, with your heart's desire. Desire drove you down into the core to immerse you in your definitions and to instill and extract from you the dedication to recognize and be who you know yourself to be, and the detachment to release from the new core you crystallized, to rise back up so that you can observe and experience and live the results of the new idea you created yourself to be, which will expand your desire to explore all the more who and what you are, and how many different oceans you can discover when you rise to the surface yet again. From each and every trip you take into the core, you will rise to the surface of a different sea. A different sea. A different sea. And you will see things differently, because you are different than you used to be. Take a deep breath in and breathe in the day, and breathe in the salt air and the freshness of the new world you have created. Take a deep breath in and open your senses to the sights and sounds of the new world all around you, and the freshness of the reality that you have given birth to by birthing yourself anew. Take a deep breath in and feel the expansiveness of the new beginning that you have opened to you every moment of every day, with every choice that you make. Every change is a total change, and the world is never the same twice, from moment to moment to moment. Core belief is the passage to your inner self, the choices you made coming into this life. And when you visit the core belief, the core doorway, you stand on the threshold of all possibilities yet again, the same possibilities you had available to you in spirit when you decided to be physical. You can rearrange the agreement in that space. All of the ink vanishes, and the paper is clean. Rewrite your contract with yourself in all the ways that are important to you. Make a declaration of independence with your signature on it, and declare yourself free to be who you prefer to be. Anytime, every time, all the time. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. And welcome to a new world. A new world. Land of the free. Home of the brave. Now, let's take a look at the diagram of all the circles and the jagged spiral. Allow yourself to take that diagram, hold it in your two hands. Two hands. Two hands. Two hands. Hold it at a distance from your face that is comfortable so you can take in the entire image comfortably. Don't focus too close. Don't hold it too far. Just at the right distance where you can see the whole image and get a sense of the three-dimensionality of the jagged spiral when it begins to start looking more three-dimensional, like a box. When you see lines that really look like they're moving towards you, going away, when it starts to take on that quality, that's the right distance. Even if it only lasts for a fraction of a second, that's the correct focal point. Just look at it. Don't concentrate. Just look at it. Just look at it. Now, start at the top of the spiral and allow yourself to slowly slide down the spiral through the circles. Just follow the line easily and comfortably all the way down to the center circle. Take your time. No right way, no wrong way. Just take your time. And when you get to the center, whenever that may be, just rest there for a moment. And see that your focal point is surrounded by all the other circles. Now, once you are in the center, allow yourself again to make sure that you are holding the image at the correct focal length to be able to see the three-dimensionality of it. And even some of the circles may start to look like they are laid out in a three-dimensional matrix. That's all right. Again, it may be subtle, it may be bold, it doesn't matter. But as your mind attempts to make sense out of the idea that the spiral looks three-dimensional, it will also make an attempt to see exactly what the relationship of that spiral is to the circles, and that may allow some of the circles to start looking like they are not exactly in the same plane with each other either. Let that happen if it does. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Now follow the spiral out from the center. Follow the lines as they flow all the way back out to where you started at the top of the diagram, whatever pace is comfortable for you. And come back out to the top. Now, you can do this at your own pace later. Right now, I am simply telling you how to use this tool. So follow along for now with the pacing I am giving you. You can do this later in your own time, in your own way, at your own pace. All right. Now, you have circumnavigated this structure once, in and out, just for its own sake, just learning the path, just feeling your way and starting to get a sense of the dimensionality that is inherent in this form. That's step one. Now, here's step two. You will do the same thing again, but this time, before you go down the spiral to the center, what you will do is take with you an intention to discover a core belief, an intention to have a core belief revealed to you. That's all, just the intention. Nothing more, no expectation, just intention. With that intention to be shown a core belief, go down the spiral again in all of its dimensionality until you come to the center. Hang, float, sit, whatever you wish, in the center for a moment, and just be open to being shown an image, or getting a feeling, or a symbol, or an idea, or a memory, or an imagination, or a color, or a picture, or a word, or a sound. It doesn't matter. Just take it to heart that in some way, shape, or form, that represents the first step in getting in touch with a core belief. If it goes farther than that and expands into something bigger, that's fine. But it doesn't have to at this time. Once you have received that, even if it is simply an emptiness, and it simply comes to a point where you simply know it is time to go, whether you felt like you got anything or not, then when you feel it's time to go, go. Leave the center and come back up the spiral, back to the top. Now, at that point, look around at whatever beliefs you may be in touch with about yourself and see if any of them start to take on a slightly different perspective. See if any of them look a little different. Look at the situations in your life and see if any of them have taken on a slightly different point of view, or if you are looking at them a little bit differently or feeling a little bit differently about them. Or you see yourself as occupying a little bit different role, part, or position with regard to that situation you were in before you went down the spiral. Come back up and see if anything looks or feels or sounds or tastes or smells a little bit different than it did before. Once you have done that, allow yourself to examine at that point whatever you wish to examine. Let that recognition or realization take you wherever it needs to go. And once you have spent a little time with that, according to whatever is comfortable for you, and you have made a decision that you want more revelation and more alteration of your point of view and your relationship to that situation, then with that decision for an expanded point of view or an increase in informational flow, take that idea down the spiral again to the center at whatever rate is comfortable. Sit with it and see if more knowledge, more insight, more information comes, or if you suddenly start to feel more unlocked. If you start to feel a growing vibration, maybe even of excitement, maybe even of fear, but feel something growing, something more, something opening up, something changing, something around you. You don't know what it is maybe, but that's all right. You just start to sense there's a deeper picture, a bigger picture, more than you were formerly aware of. Opening up. Like a flower, like a seed opening into a flower within you. It may not be completely coherent. You may not have words to describe it. It may be quick, it may be slow. But once you feel it is time to go, come back up the spiral, all the way to the top, and again look at whatever situations draw your attention, and again see, feel, or experience if your relationship to that situation is different yet again, and how it's different. Take whatever time, spend whatever time you wish to examining that difference. Allow yourself to develop a better understanding of the new relationship you now have with that circumstance, that situation, that idea, that belief. And once you have taken this third journey, First time just going in and coming out to get a sense of the dimensionality. Second time with intention, as we said, to be given something about a core belief and coming out and seeing if there's a difference. Third time, taking that difference and wanting it to expand down into the core and coming out again with a different, expansive point of view. Once you have done those 3 things, go into it one more time with one focus only. At the top of the spiral, take everything that has happened, just sort of sit with it, as you say in your language. Just neutralize it. Put it there for later examination. It's not going away. And now just ask the question, why? And go down the spiral again. And once you arrive at the center, be very quiet and see if something answers you. Whatever it is, when you feel you've gotten some kind of a response, come back up the spiral. That's enough for one day. Then, as you come back up the spiral, having done these 4 trips down to the core and back up again, these 4 journeys down the path and back up to the surface again, take all of that and allow yourself this recognition. Say, I am open to synchronicity. I am open to dream. I am open to guides. Then allow yourself to see and make a note of whatever further information and insights come to you during the day in synchronicities, and whatever information comes to you in your dreams or from what you take to be your guides. Write them down. Note them. Pay attention to them. Write them down. Mark them. When you wake up, when you receive the synchronicity, as soon as possible, as fresh in your mind as possible, write down the idea, the inspirations, the imaginations, the synchronicities, the dream revelations, or the scenarios that come to you as clearly as you can, as quickly as you can. Then look at what you have been given and see in all that information from that day and night how it might relate to an opportunity or a situation or a doorway or a window that will lead to something you can act on that will change the situation you are in. If that's what you want, or will put you more in touch with core beliefs, if that's what you prefer. See what has changed, see what insights you have been given. Then the next day, do the same thing over again. Take the 4 trips down the spiral and back up with all the same intentions we just said, more and more. And then again, pay attention to the synchronicities, the inspirations, the messages, the dreams. Write them all down, note them, and see how that information may relate to the unfolding in your life on a daily basis. Note them. Very important. Now, before you do this every day, and if again you have to write them down, that's fine. Before you begin your first journey down the spiral with this particular image, give yourself a moment, get into a relaxed state, and either tell yourself out loud or think it to yourself or feel it, but as strongly as you can, I do this with desire to define my dedication to detach. I do this with desire to define my dedication to detach. I do this with desire to define my dedication to detach. I do this with desire to define my dedication to detach. So be it. Say it 4 times. Finish with, so be it. Or amen, or hallelujah, or whatever you wish. That is for you a finalizing acceptance of your desire to define your dedication to detach. Do that little ritual first. Do the 4 trips down the spiral and back out. Notice and log your synchronicities, inspirations, and dreams. You will find within 30 to 90 of your days, your life will begin to contain things you will be astonished to find in your life. Opportunities, synchronicities, doorways, people. You will be amazed. Until you get to the point where amazement is the order of the day. This will unlock you. Do it if you wish to unlock. Do it if you desire to define your dedication to detach and discover your core beliefs and recrystallize your reality into what you prefer it to be, into that which is aligned with your core being. Rewrite the contract with fresh ink and a new signature. Declare your independence and your freedom. Rise to the occasion of yourself, of your existence. Rise to the occasion of your being. Rise to the occasion of the potential of your life. Rise to the recognition and acknowledgement and acceptance of who you were created to be. To be. To be. Take a deep breath and expand. Take a moment. Just sit with yourself for a moment. Feel what just this moment may have done to you in terms of changed little things within you, little feelings, little vibrations, little ideas, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Feel the potential of your being. Feel the desire build within you to discover who you are. Feel the moment of revelation when you crack the code of a definition. Feel the certainty of the commitment and dedication you call forth in declaring your freedom to be who you are. And attract what is reflective of that. Feel the compassionate detachment to all things not you. And then feel your desire amplify to do only those things that are. And continue the cycle and spiral upward and upward and upward, magnifying your magnificence. And the magnificence of all that is that you reflect. Take a deep breath and let it out.